Alright guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to make a flat panel on the Sentro, but not the full width. Okay, so how to make a smaller flat panel. So the panel that I'm going to be making for this video, I would like for it to be 20 stitches wide. Okay, so the way that I usually do this is, do you see how at the very end, the white one is number 48. I'll zoom in here for you for a second. Okay, so that guy's 48. I am going to count back 20 stitches from not 48, but 47 is going to be my very last one. Okay, so if I want to have 20 stitches wide for my panel, I'm going to count back. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So if you look very carefully, I am at number 28. So what I want is for number 28 to be the very first stitch that I start at. Okay, so I'm going to turn the little machine around. And I am going to spin until 28 is the one that's raised. And I am going to start my casting on right here. Okay, so I usually start my creations with scrap yarn, but you can do kind of whatever you want. So I'm gonna loop it around 28 and push it back like that. And then I am going to go behind, in front, behind, in front. So for this guy, I went in front right here, right? I'll zoom in for you a little bit. Okay, so I went in front. So now I'm going to tuck behind. That one, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, etc., etc., etc. And I want to make sure that my very last one right here is going to be the one before the white pin. Okay, so now I'm going to tuck it into this little feeder, put it through my tension gauge here, and I'm also going to tuck this little piece of yarn behind this part. Okay, now I'm ready to start knitting. Okay, so I'm gonna tuck on the end a little bit. Look, I tucked it in front of the white pin behind this little bar. Now I can go ahead and turn. Perfect. Okay, so now my job here at the end is, do you see this guy? This is my very first pin. And sometimes people will draw with a little marker, put a little piece of tape on this pin. You could definitely do that to not forget. So this is going to be the last one. So you're going to notice it's going to fall from this one here. Okay, look, it fell. I don't like that. I'm going to take this yarn. Whoops. I'm going to take this yarn and tuck it back in front of pin number 28. Okay, and I tucked it back under both of those. So look, it's fully secured in there behind 28, and the yarn is in there. Okay, so now I'm good to keep going until after 28. And I want to make sure that it goes under the bar that's after 28. Okay, so this is number 28. I want it to fully fall behind that bar, and then I can start turning back. Look, it just happened. Okay, so now I'm always keeping my tension tight, and now I can spin back the other way. Okay, and now you're just gonna keep going until you reach the white one again. Okay, it falls behind this little bar. Now I hang on to it and go back. So you're always watching to make sure. So my last one is 28. I want it to fall behind this bar right past 28, and then I can turn and go back. Perfect. Okay. Falls behind the bar. Turn, go back. So look, coming up to the end, a little tip I have for you is also sliding this yarn down. If you kind of notice that it's like not falling down past this point, it's hanging up there, you want to just like push it down with your finger. And then again, I want my yarn to fall behind that bar. So watch. It's gonna slip behind right there. Now I can go back. Okay, and that's it. And now you just keep spinning and spinning and spinning, and then cast off. There you go.